Well, they said it was going to be sunny on this Sunday day, and they sure were right. It's really nice and warm. Everybody's enjoying the sunshine. Chickens are all out. Turkey's having a little dirt bath. Chickens were over there earlier, but the turkey ran them out. Nervous Nellie, she wants to get in the water, but the big ducks are keeping her out. And it's just a wonderful day. My loofah and my hyacinth beans and my winter melon are going at it. My chia seeds, which I didn't know what they were going to do. I just planned to see what they're doing, and boy, they're reaching up for the sky. I thought maybe at some point I topped one. I thought it would shoot out more side branches, which it did up at the top. But they're just stretching. There's a whole bunch of them over here in these planters, but I just not sure what to expect out of them. But let's take a little backside look of the front yard loofah vine. And the last few days with all the overcast and cold and different things going on, it seemed like there was going to be an end. There's my organic white, my one and only. Oh no, actually I'm getting a new organic white, so that's the second one coming out. Wow, I didn't expect that. And then my Virginia Huskies, the very first to come out. I harvested one over here. There's a second one. Here's a third one, and in row of when they came out. But since those developed and were actually almost that big, everything else came out. All the Virginia Huskies came out, and it's hard to even see them really because all of the leaf and foliage. So this is the way it's looking from the back side. And I gotta start harvesting some hyacinth today, get those seeds. I promised somebody I would send all the seeds. They sent them to me. So we still got Virginia Huskies all over in here. And then, that's a nice sized winter melon. There's a nice sized winter melon. That would be like the fourth one, I think, that I harvested. The third that size, and everything up and over and to the dogwood trees. They were going up in the side of the house, but luckily they kind of stopped just at the window there. And more winter melon, huskies, and it's just so hard to see those huskies with the way they're so green and hidden in there. And nice warm hot butcher. Excuse me, Goosey, I gotta get out. Oh, and my favorite Virginia Husky, which was hanging down, bumping me in the head every time I went in and out of the gate. I keep trying to steer it back out of the way of the gate, but then we had some critters coming and chewing it each night. So last night I took a bunch of hot sauce and spread it all over there, thinking maybe it wouldn't taste so good. But again, Virginia Huskies all over hiding in there. And then when we come around here, these are Virginia Huskies, but they have kind of pulled more to the common side, being longer and thinner than the other ones. And spider webs. And I'm pretty sure basically this is where one loofah plant originates from, and then I've got another one down on that end, and the organic loofah, organic white down there. So I guess whatever I put in here is what these are. And they've spread all around. There's a lot of winter melon on this side, so as it's kind of defoliating, it's getting a little bit more visible through here. It was real hard to even see in there with all the foliage. But the winter melon's a late bloomer. I mean, it's putting out quite a bit right now. Put out a bunch in the beginning, but then they just yellowed up and died. And so all of these guys hanging here, winter melon, and going across into the dogwood. And they've taken down one of my little, whatever those type of long skinny trees are, taken it down, bent it over. I'll recover it after the vine dies off. And it's spread all the way around through to here. Got these guys coming out here, which are definitely more along the line of a common, but it might be the same thing as that. Pretty sure they're the same plant. And then we come over here, and this one I pulled back once, but it decided to come back up after a couple days of rain and spread around and put another leaf out. That's why I can't really just cut these back for no reason. They just keep putting out. And then beyond that, my white hibiscus, which I saved seeds for. This plant here, which is still going and doing pretty good, had a bunch of insects get down in the middle of the leaves and destroy them before they even have a chance to get out. So once I dealt with them a bit, they're pretty good. Oh, the bikers are out. And over here, my sedum's doing pretty good. This rose plant that my daughter got a couple years ago, but I saved it from the trash, put it in there. My aloe, because my granddaughter wanted some aloe in the yard. And our green onions, which seem to get planted every time we're done with them. And my orange tree, or navel orange. This is a loofah that I dug up mistakenly. So I just stuck it in with the rosemary here. And it hasn't done all that well, but it's hung in there. And then let's take a quick run down this way here. Take a look. And then these Virginia Huskies here were all laying on the ground. Small ones there. Those are all small edible sizes. But they were laying all on the ground, so I started kind of picking them up and turning them because whatever touching the ground isn't doing them any favors. Let's see on this one here. Yeah, see the bugs like to get in there and live, and they turn yellow in the bottom. But the bees are back in force. They like this warm weather. I don't know where they've been hiding the last couple days. They've been here, but just not many. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is the one I gotta harvest it today. And I'll stick it with the rest. These guys. It's funny how some of these will just hang up in a particular way and then just stay there like that. And this one here I've been watching because it has a real hollow type sound to it, but it's pretty green. And then these are last year's loofahs that I cleaned and pulled the seeds out. I gotta pull the seeds out of this one. I was trying to dry it some. But those are just around the house use type loofah. It's not something that I would necessarily sell. And let's go, while I'm on this, let's go take a look at the backyard. Again, what a beautiful day. One thing I like is that this time of year the grass has slowed down, where I was having to mow it like every week. It's slowed down quite a bit, so it's reasonable. I'll go through and get it all cleaned up here while we have some dry weather. So I got rows of loofah there. Those are apple, excuse me, apple and Virginia loofah, Virginia Huskies F2, F3s, and some pulling more to the common. Well, let's go ahead and start here. And then my bamboo trellis I built up. I was hoping to have more, but it's not bad. There's quite a bit on it. So the vines have been able, oh yeah, see, the apple did get all the way down here, which I didn't expect it to, but it, you know, if I had decided it was the end of the season, they would never have gotten there. And got a few of them, and again, these are apples, but they're big apples. guess if you harvest them when they're small, that's about the size that they would be for edible. But they are of the F1 variety, the very beginning or true apple luffa. The F2 is my common and apple that have cross-pollinated, and so the F2 became the Virginia Husky line. And we got a few over here. This vine, I don't know what happened to it. It's kind of died off, and still getting some stuff going on with it. And oh, I got one down here to harvest. Yep. Just pull that over the top here so I can remember. And I think a lot of these in this area are going to have to harvest. And these have, unless they had a seed in here that was really just a common luffa, but they don't quite look like that. I think that they are throwbacks in the Virginia Husky line. And over here I had two next to each other. That one's more the throwback looking. The other Virginia Husky was the thick one next to it. And those are on the same vine, so they got to be related. And then we're still getting these guys coming out here. And these. So yeah, in this section here I have kind of a mixture, mostly more common luffa type. These are all my blackberry and some other kind of blackberry or something I planted, which runs under the ground and takes over, and I got to do something about it. And then more winter melon here, which, oh yeah, I got a nice big winter melon there. And Virginia Huskies down to here. They decided to climb up this pear tree, and they've gotten pretty big. And this one here doesn't know which direction it wants to go with its DNA. Virginia Husky or common, apple or common, it can't make up its mind. And here's some more. So these, a lot of these are, yeah, like the F2 varieties. So these were the first generation after the apple and the common cross-pollinated. And these seeds, the seeds from the F2 is what gave me the F3. But these are mostly all F2s here. So far the F3's been holding pretty true to what the F2s look like. People were concerned that they might revert back to the common and they lose that Virginia Husky look. But it's hard to say. You kind of almost have to let them go for a while to be able to tell for sure. And again, we got quite a few in here. They decided to cross over up to my apple tree, which is fine with me, but you got to be up higher because I can't get the mower through here. And let's see, some more over here. Yeah, these are all the ones that shot up into the pear tree. The winter melons, they crossed over. This is the kind of stuff that the deer do. The deer come through here and just nibble off the ends of the winter melon. It's a shame, but they do it. And we got some new baby winter melons and that one big one there. And that's what this section looks like. And let's go over to the trellis. Now the trellis, we've got a, I think this was supposed to be an organic white, but it doesn't really look like an organic white. It looks like maybe just a common or something. I don't know. I have white luffa. Maybe that's not organic white. Maybe it's just white. But these Virginia Huskies crossing over, and that's kind of a strange setup. But yeah, they just, keep putting out. I just keep directing them. Go all the way over here. It's going to be a pretty good year for Virginia Husky luffas once I get all these harvested and processed. And should really stock up my seed supply for the F4 Virginia Huskies. And let's see. Yeah, bees are loving it. These are, oh, there's one back in there. This is my kind of my native bee insect habitat section. I just put plants in here. It was a garden, but I turned it into just native plants and insect and butterfly type plants, bees. So these guys, again, still putting out. Let's see, where can we put you? Trying to get these guys up a little bit so that when I come through here with the mower, I won't be conking my head or ripping vines down. And then we get down onto this end. There's two, let's see, here and there are the King Kong. Now, I don't know if this is King Kong or not, but I think they might be all the way from the apple side coming over. These are King Kong. And when we look over here, they have grown and grown and grown, but they didn't really put any fruit out. And then at the very end of the line, it seems like they're starting to get active. Yeah, here, they're starting to get active. So these will be, come on, you guys, make room. And they'll be, so again, these ants here, the, what was I saying? King Kong luffa, yeah. So these are King Kong luffa. So I don't know what they will look like. I've never grown them before, but it'll be interesting to find out. Yeah, all the insects are back in force. Loving it. Oh, now we got 3 on that flower. Come on, man, find a different flower. And gotta do some more redirecting here. Oh, sorry, I should do this off camera. And that's that. So there's my bamboo trellis. Again, bamboo that I harvested just down the street and brought it over here. And let's see, this section here, I actually did plant a bunch of different things. There's still a cabbage remnant there, and these here, which I'm not sure quite what they are. They're the same thing as these. I think they're coneflower, but they grow really tall and tend to want to fall over. And this one here didn't do as well this year as it has in the past, but these are mountain mint, a native plant, and they bring in every insect you can think of. That, I think, it's a King Kong luffa. And I got a mulberry. That's a mulberry tree over there, and one took root over here, which I don't really want here. I don't need more trees. I need more sun. And then all the butterfly bushes and things, and my asparagus, which was here when I moved here, and my peach tree, which puts out pretty good, but peaches, pears, that's a pear tree. These are all grapes up on here inside the trellis. The mulberry we harvest like crazy with my granddaughter and eat them as we go. But the grapes are seeded, they're not all that great. The pears are squirrel food. Peaches are bug food, so it's hard to get anything out of them. And look at these guys, wow. I haven't seen that type of mushroom. I think I'm gonna pause this video or stop the video for now and take a picture of these because they're really cool. This is a whole lot of wood chips. I got 2 loads of wood chips over the last 2 years. Been bringing some back here, and this is my stick pile and composting area. And oh, we got some more over there. Wow, that's cool. I'm gonna go take some pictures of these. And that's it for now. For the love of luffa.